So you made it this far, and that actually means you know how to create pages, but we don't quite know how to edit the information on the pages. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the Edit My Website section and click on Edit Website Content. In this section, it'll show all the pages that we have already created. In this case, we'll only have one page, so we'll click on About Us. And our About Us page will show us the page name, which we'll just change to About, and we can add a description for that page. Now in this case, we just added some gibberish into there, and we actually have our link for our website, and we just put that right inside there, and that'll be a clickable link for your visitors to actually see. So once we click on Save, we can view our changes that we've made, and on our website we now have our About page, not About Us, which is all up to date, and we have the link that's, just like we said, a clickable link for our visitors to go to. So that's very handy for them. So we'll go back and make additional changes, and in this case we'll create a new page. In this new page we'll call it, I don't know, our featured page. Our featured page will show a featured image for us. So we'll create that page, and we can create a description for that item, but in this case we don't want a description, so we don't have to have a description. We'll click on Choose a File for this image, and once we do that we'll see what images we have available, and I don't know, let's choose this image. And by doing so, we'll click on Open. That'll automatically start to upload, and once we see it in our preview section there, we know it's good to go. Of course, the time it takes to upload depends on the size of the image. This one's not that large, so it's fairly quick. So it's all set there. So we'll go back and we'll view our page that we just added with our new image there for our featured page. So we'll click on Featured, and we now have our new featured image. Now if we click on our featured image, it'll actually show us kind of like a lightbox like format image, so they can see that just by itself. If they close out of it, now we'll actually go make additional changes to our website. And in this case, let's go back to our Edit Website Content section. We now have our two pages, the About page and the Featured page. We can change the ordering of the pages, which is pretty awesome. So let's make the About page the second page. The Featured page now becomes the first page. Kind of funny how that works, but let's go view our changes. And now we have our Featured page as the first one, just like we said, About page the second one, and that allows us to order the pages exactly how we want them to be, even though we added them in different orders. So once we go back to the Edit Website section, we'll click and create a page, and we'll create the gallery page. The gallery page is going to be just that for us, so we'll just call it gallery and create that page. Now in this section we can also create a description for it. In this case we don't really care for a description, so we'll create an item, and our item, let's call this item, I don't know, we'll call it Plasti Dipped Wheels, because this is the dip artist, so that works perfect for them. So let's go and we'll create this item once we finish typing our name, and we'll click Create Item. Now in this section it gives us our item name, our item price, and of course the description for that item. So we can change any of that information. In this case we'll type in some information for our item description, and that's pretty much all we need there. Once we do that, we can choose an image for that item, and in this case we'll choose our Plasti Dip Wheels. Of course, just like we said before, it's going to take just a moment for the image to upload depending on the size of it, and we know that's completely uploaded because it'll show us the preview of that image. So that's kind of a funny concept, but it works awesome that way. So once that's all done and it's uploaded, we'll go back and we'll click on Gallery and make some additional changes to this gallery page. And now after we go down here, it'll show all the items that we have available. In this case, we'll create another item. And this item, I don't know, we'll call it Full Vehicle Dip. So this will be a full vehicle dip item for this Plasti Dipping business. And we'll create that item, and just like before, we can choose a file. It doesn't matter what order we do it in, so let's just choose the image first. We'll let that upload, and we can update the other information for it. So in this case we don't want to put a price in the actual price section, because for the full vehicle dips, those can range in price for the different sizes of cars. So in this case we'll put our price in our description section, and we'll put that it's starting at I don't know, $299.99. That's perfect price for that. Now once we're all done with that, of course we want to make sure we go down and click on Save, If we save it, we know that's good to go because it says save successful. We'll go back to our gallery and now we can view our two different items. Now, just like before, we can change the ordering of the items. So if we want it to be in a different order, we can put it in a different order. Now, if you highlight over the actual item, you can click on it and go and edit that item. In this case, we didn't save any information for our Plasti Dip wheels. Funny thing is that we didn't click the save button. Save button is very important, so now we have to retype everything that we did. So take this as kind of a learning experience. Always click save. If there's a save button, click save if you're all set to go. Of course, for the uploading of images, it automatically uploads it, so you're good to go with that part. But let's view our website and we'll go to our gallery page and see what changes we've actually made. So now we have our two items that we added, our Plasti Dip wheels, of course. It shows our little price there, which is great. It also has a view larger image button. So on this image button, you can actually have a larger kind of lightbox like format. It has the arrows on the side so they can go back and forth through all the images of all the items that you have. And they can actually go backward, forward, loop all the way around. And it only does it for the items that you have images for. So if we go back and we click on the full vehicle dip, same exact thing. We can go and view our Plasti Dip wheels, of course. But if we get out of this, let's make additional changes in the edit website section. So let's go back to there. And by doing so, let's actually edit the website, and we'll go to our gallery page and let's change the ordering of those actual items. So in this case, let's make our full vehicle dip the first item, which automatically, just like before, makes our Plasti Dip wheels the second item. Now our second item, of course, is the second. First one is the first. We can still do all the same functionality, like click it, view larger images, view the description. Of course, that's how it works. So of course, what we just learned was how to edit our website content. Now that we know how to do that, we can actually maintain our entire website. So that's a great thing to know, and that's pretty much all it is for this entire video. We'll see you on the next.